Ever wondered how to make beef tallow moisturiser? This is grass-fed organic beef tallow. Comes in a jar like this. I bought this from Borough Broth in the UK. You can buy it from other places as well, or you can make your own. But this is whipped tallow in a jar, okay? Makes a fantastic moisturiser, but smells quite beefy. So what I do, I don't really want to smell like beef, so much as I love eating it, I'm going to take a couple of spoonfuls of that out just to give me some room to mix. So that's a jar, that's the last jar I finished. So every time I finish a jar, I keep this in the freezer. I buy a few each time I'm back in England, and then because I really like this one. And then to that, I'm going to add some organic rose hip oil. Hopefully you can see that, which smells super nice. You can just use that as a moisturiser on its own as well. But I find that with oils, when you're putting them on your skin, this one is sweet almond oil. The rose hip just ran out. This one's sweet almond oil, which I bought off Amazon. I'm just going to pour some of that in there. I love oil on my skin, but I always use it on my skin when I've just been in the shower, or when my skin's damp, because you need that moisture on the skin to draw the oil into the skin more effectively. Right, I'm going to add a couple of different essential oils to take away the beefy smell. So this one's lemon eucalyptus. Smells delicious. Just a few drops of that one. You don't need loads, maybe 10 or 12 drops. It's quite strong smelling. And this one is clove. 5 or 10 drops of that one, and our old friend lavender. As you can see, I'm not measuring anything. It's not an exact science. I just don't want it to smell beefy. I just want it to smell nice and of essential oils. So just a few drops of each one. These are all safe on your skin, but they are, they're really diluted because they're mixing in with the whole jar of tallow. And then you just mix that up. Now I've looked at tallow, but long before I'd started making it myself, I looked at tallow moisturisers, and they're not cheap, are they? You get a little jar and it might cost you 30 quid. And I just thought, what's in that stuff? Why don't we just get some beef tallow and put it on our skin? Well, what's in there that makes it worth £30? Because this jar of beef tallow probably costs about £6, £6. Maybe $10, probably not even that much. I can't remember. It's not very expensive. And I buy it from a company in the UK that sends it out to you, so it's mail order. And I won't give you a link to that company because last time I ordered from them, which was for my Christmas meat, they just doubled they doubled the order. So I ended up with twice as much meat at Christmas as I needed, and that was a bit of a problem. Since we were staying in an Airbnb and only had a small fridge and even smaller freezer, and they wouldn't have it that they had made the error and not me. So I'm not going to give them as a reference, but you can find beef tallow. You can find it on Amazon. You find it on Amazon in the UK, and it will be delivered to you. So there we go. I've mixed that up, as you can probably see. It's quite runny because it's very, very hot weather at the moment. But in the cooler weather, it's less runny, but it doesn't matter. You're just using it like a lotion on your skin. And now it smells lovely. It smells of lemon and the eucalyptus and the lavender. And what I love about tallow is how nicely it goes into your skin. And it's very, very greasy, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. But within about 10 or 15 minutes, it just disappears. It just goes into your skin and it's just lovely. There we go. Right, that is how easy it is to make beef tallow. So the stuff I took out at the beginning, beef tallow moisturiser, I've now got far too much beef tallow moisturiser. There we go. There. Give the legs some as well. There's no chemicals in there. There's nothing nasty. Those oils are certainly, certainly the tallow is edible. but they're safe. They're essential oils. I'm just going to put a bit more into this one here. You don't have to add the rosehip oil. You don't have to add the sweet almond. You can just do it with the tallow and the essential oils, just to take the to take the beefy flavour away. Which one did I use? I used a bit of sweet almond oil, didn't I? But it makes, and the lavender. Love lavender. Lavender oil's brilliant if you wake up in the night and you can't go back to sleep. I put a bit on my temples and it just always works, always makes me go to sleep. I don't know why, just does. It's very soporific. There we go, mix that one up again. So that is how easy it is to make tallow, whipped tallow moisturiser. Really cheap. That jar, if Simon didn't use it as well, I reckon if I used that myself, it'd probably last me for 3 or 4 months. And that's moisturising with it every day. So really nice. You can put it on your face as well. It's completely safe. Keep it in the freezer to keep it fresh until you use it. But then I just keep it in the bathroom. I don't refrigerate it once it's made. It smells really nice. But you've got to put the essential oils in to get rid of the beefiness. Hope that helped. Love to know how your beef tallow moisturiser projects go. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. Cheerio. See you next time.